So if you look at what we do at Real Experiences, where we take a person's top 10 movies and it forms this palette that we can look at certain threads and themes, and ultimately it brings out insights for a person's story. Well, I thought, why not try that with the Oscar films, like the nominees? They form a palette of films. And I just started diving into it and treating it as if it was America's top 10 list and looking for the same threads and themes that united these movies. And we look at the party and we look at the dresses and all this kind of stuff, but we don't look at the meaning.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, what if we brought together these films and look at what they collectively say, like the cry coming out of all the Oscar nominees, not just the Best Picture winner, but all the nominees. Immediately, it just started flying off the page, these themes that were connecting. And then what was crazy is then I started seeing those themes playing out in culture. And I was just amazed sitting here going, oh my gosh, like this is almost foreshadowing where we're headed.
You see, while the movies that move us at the box office show us our current narrative, the Oscar nominees give us a picture of where our narrative is headed.
I believe that the Oscars are prophetic and that our artists are our prophets to our generation. Whenever you take commerce out of the equation and you do art for art's sake, then it has much more of a prophetic nature to it. Right? These are the best writers, the best directors, and they're doing their passion project. But, you know, a lot of people are like, yeah, they have something to say. That's why I'm not watching it, because it's all this kind of agenda stuff. And I'm like, no. It took years for these movies to be made and to come onto the scene. And they were conceived years and years before that. And there is total unpredictability as to what gets nominated as an Oscar film. The supernatural timing that all these movies come together and say something is miraculous. You know, that these films would have any connections to each other is miraculous. So that's why, to me, the Oscars matter so greatly, because we can take this palette of films and look at them and dive into them and find what connects them and go, man, maybe this stuff matters. And so I just have a really big passion to go, let's watch these films because they tend to tell us our story.